Hello and welcome to this very special episode of the Policy Bazaar show. Joining me today is Ashish Mehrotra, the Managing Director and CEO at Max Bupa Health Insurance, and we're going to talk about health insurance and you.
Hi, this is Ashish Mehrotra, Chief Executive Officer and Managing Director of Max Bupa Health Insurance. What really excited me to move to insurance after spending 22 years in banking with a deep consumer banking experience in India and parts of Asia is to enable our customers lead healthier and more successful lives.
Ashish, one of the first things we tell people when they are getting down to making their financial plan is actually get yourself a health insurance.
Correct.
You know, you've been with this industry for a very long time. What's the change you're seeing in behavior towards health as well as towards getting themselves a health insurance cover?
I think there are big change we are seeing. It's no longer about getting the medical insurance. It's about whether I'm getting the right kind of medical insurance or not. And I think that's quite a journey which we've seen, and this is predominantly driven by the fact of the awareness level in the country. We are unfortunately the diabetic capital of the world. 1 out of 5 people have some form of diabetic. The sad part is we catch them 10 years younger than the rest of the world. In 40s, the world averages of people getting diabetic is about in 50s. So I think just the sheer awareness is driving, hence the appropriateness of the product is becoming the big piece of the decision-making point of our consumers. More importantly, I think another big factor which is driving this is that we are grossly underinsured. The 70% of the population does not have any kind of medical insurance. And even if the one which has, I don't think has the appropriate cover. If you look at it globally, the health insurance market is about 25% of the overall insurance pool at about $5 trillion. In India, it's only 8%. So there is a big gap. And I think given the challenges we have with regards to the population, regards to the low penetration, more importantly than the higher amount of lifestyle diseases, it's creating the big demand for the segment, and that's naturally so that this is the fastest growing segment in the insurance pool in this country.
Ashish, you are a very tightly regulated industry. At the same time, there's a lot of competition.
Yeah.
So how have costs evolved for consumers over the years? Have they actually come down? If I were to take a health cover today vis-a-vis what I would have done, say, 20 years ago, have the costs come down dramatically?
No, actually, no. Contrary, it hasn't. The medical inflation, our sense is about upward of 10%, while the overall inflation on a GDP is about 5.5%, 6%. The medical inflation is in double digits. So the cost goes up, and the health insurance plus cost goes up globally every 3 to 5 years.
Ashish, when it comes to building awareness, one area where all of us are trying to build a lot of awareness is around women and how important it is for them to also get themselves insured.
Yeah.
Is there any innovation on that front that you've done or you're looking at doing to bring in more women?
Yeah, there are 2 or 3 things we're doing. One is just the sheer awareness around the health. For the last 7 or 8 years, we've been running, I think, the only standalone health insurance to run a very large multi-city Walk for Health campaign, which is essentially encouraging people to start adopting walking and to encourage them to lead healthier life. Apart from that, there are a couple of innovations which I thought could be worth mentioning here. We created a machine called Anytime Health Machine, which is smaller than an ATM, where you can do your non-intrusive diagnostic test and buy an insurance policy and walk out within less than 3 minutes.
Really?
And that's really powerful. Okay. And what it does, it takes all your vitals and gives you a very comprehensive report, while the machine has an ability to do intrusive. Just from the risk perspective, we wanted to ensure we're not doing any of those tests, but we give a complete medical assessment. And we're putting these machines across back branches and other high footfall areas, especially in malls and stuff like that. So you'll see one in Cyber Hub, you will see one in Horizon Center, where we encourage people to come and do their medical checks. And if they want, they can buy the product, but the check is free of cost. The other pieces is essentially to ensure that the benefits of the products are so designed that the women get the complete advantage, especially on some of those diseases very specific to them. And that's been a big focus for us to drive the overall awareness around the health and the well-being of the nation.
How much has Ayushman Bharat, which is a very powerful scheme and at a very big scale, how much has that resulted in building awareness for people?
I think very large. This is the single biggest universal health coverage scheme across the world. There are about 10 crore people already in it. And I think the interesting data points is, if you look at as of December data points, about 65 lakh patients have used it, and over 9,500 crores has been paid. So it's really helping, especially on the lower end of the pyramid, where this was much needed. And I think the time has come for it to go a step forward. As we work along with the government through PPP models, this is going to be a big driver. I think the core, if you look at it, on the data points we were talking earlier, the lack of penetration, lower healthcare spends. Our healthcare spends is about 4% of our GDP. The global average is at 10. If you look at the BRIC nation alone, is at 8%. The biggest issue we have is that we have highest amount of out-of-pocket expenses in India at 60%. 60% of our expenses to do with leading a healthier life is not covered. And that is significantly higher than the global averages at about 18% or so. I think that's really core for us to drive awareness to ensure people buy the products. And a lot of our products now includes out-of-hospital covers and include all other benefits to do with wellness and healthier lifestyle to ensure people get that benefit. Because that's a large component which needs to be addressed. At 60% out-of-pocket expense is a significant big pinch on an average human being's life in India.
One of the big challenges, Ashish, perhaps that consumers have faced that has led to them not adopting health insurance as much has been two things that come to my mind. One is, of course, painful onboarding. Many believed that, I have to go through multiple medical checks and, formalities, etc., etc. The second being that if something were to happen to me, the claim process, is painful. It asks me too many questions. My claim gets rejected. If you remember back when probably, you started your career, pre-existing disease was one of the biggest problems and pain points for consumers that, I took a policy in good faith, and now when I go to register a claim, I'm told, oh, but you had this disease earlier. So I know a lot of changes have happened since then. Regulatorily, there's a lot of standardization that has happened. So what would you tell consumers watching this that what is the extent to which reforms have happened on both these two areas?
I think significant reforms has happened, both the standardization you spoke about, the regulation which has come out very recently, and the waiting periods has all now been standardized for everyone else. So that's a big benefit. But I think one piece of advice to everyone watching this program is, from my perspective, please disclose. It's always good to disclose. Please ensure that you read terms and conditions. Please ensure that you are not only comparing the price of the product, but also comparing the benefits associated with the product. And more importantly, look at stuff like copays and sublimits, because that can significantly hamper in the hour of need. Coming to the claim past, I think it's important to mention, since we are here in our office and this is our claim processing bay, we're the only health insurance company which started 10 years ago. And my fundamental philosophy is we need to own the moment of truth. And the moment of truth is when customer needs us. And that's why a couple of years earlier, we actually went on national television, Vivek, to talk about 30 minutes cashless claims, because that's the most important point. Now we're taking it step forward and we are putting up point of care desks in hospital. So if you walk into some of our hospitals, you will find a Max Bupa desk to help our customers to get admission, to get appropriate care, and to get discharged. And that experience is very important for us.
Ashish, even though it's been double-digit inflation on the health side and health insurance logically, but if you were to look at the costs or the rates, have they been far lower than factoring in the inflation, or have they been in line with that? Because I think there is a tendency to try and keep them as low as possible, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the big challenge for all of us, which we work towards, is to make health insurance more affordable. And I think everything is being done around on that aspect. But as the penetration goes up, as more and more people start coming into the insurance pools, naturally the cost benefit will get transferred back to the consumer. The second big issue is, if you look at it, is also the demand and supply gap between the overall healthcare practitioner space in India. And that creates the price point differentiation, and that's the reason of the high medical cost. The second is also the new age treatment, which costs a little more. I think all of that put together, when you have the higher number of people coming in, the affordability will naturally go up.
What about product innovation? What's the kind of product innovation you've seen? So one thing is the cost, but within that cost, am I today getting a lot more than what I did earlier?
Significantly, correct. And I think our big endeavor at Max Bupa is to try and ensure that we create products which really addresses the core needs. And I think the part of a journey which started off to ensure that all our products are designed in a manner that the consumer gets the maximum benefits.
You made the point a little earlier, Ashish, about appropriate health insurance. Often we have a policy and we're probably, ticked yes that so-and-so has a health cover. But if you have a cover of, say, 1 lakh or 2 lakh, in today's day and age, that's as good as not having any cover. Correct. So what, according to you, is an appropriate cover? What's the average good cover that you've been
depending on what a consumer can afford, but to my mind, anything less than 15 to 20 lakhs is not an appropriate cover. That's the one part.
15 to 20 lakhs.
Yeah. The second more important part is also what's there in terms and conditions. Correct? A lot of us time we compare only because of the premium pricing, but the key decision which a consumer needs to make is what's the coverage under that product. Does that product have sublimits? Does it have caps? Or does it have copay? Some of those doesn't allow you to avail the full benefit. Hence, if you look at it, the Max Bupa products are predominantly designed in a manner which have no copays, no sublimits, and also covers the lowest waiting period and also gives you highest pre and post illnesses. I think that's, to my mind, is core. To ensure that the people get the right product. Appropriateness of product essentially come from it and not necessarily only by the sum insured. And today we are seeing large number of people buying much higher sum insured. I mean, we do sum insured up to 3 crores, and we're seeing large number of people who are wanting to buy higher sum insured. Some of us, our products include global coverages, include travel. And we are seeing lots and lots of people wanting to opt for it. As India is becoming more and more urbanized and the big globalization happening, we're seeing large number of people opting for these kind of products.
How important, Ashish, is it to take health insurance early? On the one hand, people tend to believe that, I'm young, nothing's going to happen to me right now, I'll think about health insurance at a later stage. So on the other hand, you also have a situation while we are living longer, but increasingly you're meeting young people who've actually had to grapple with diseases like cancer, even in their 20s. You talked about some of the lifestyle diseases earlier. So what is the right age and why is it important to take health insurance early?
I think, it goes back to the first comment you made when we started this conversation. The first part of planning is to protect your health. And once you've protected it, that it ensures, so earlier you buy, the better it is for you. In fact, the GoActive product incentivizes you and gives you deep discounts because if you're living a healthier life, your premium comes down year on year. As your sum insured goes up, your premium comes down.
So it's linked like that.
It's linked like that. So I think some of those are very, very important because the earlier you buy, the better it is.
You talked about disclosures and how important that is, Ashish, from a customer's point of view. What are the other do's and don'ts, according to you, to get a good experience when you actually go and register a claim?
I think there are a few things which I spoke earlier of. One is disclosure. Correct. It's always fair for a customer to get the maximum benefit out of the policy that he discloses everything at the time of buying. I think the second important piece is to read the terms and conditions. It's important to read the terms and conditions of the policy you're buying because this is the policy you're going to keep for a longer period of time. and in the hour of need, you need it to work in your favor. The third, there is a general perception that the sum insured is the only criteria, or the price is the only criteria for us to compare two products. And my sense is the underlying benefit of the product really determines the price. Hence, price may not be the fair comparison because of the elements like copays, the elements like sublimits can give a very different complexion of the price of a product. Hence, it's important to know the benefits you are getting under the product. Especially stuff like waiting periods, very important, pre-post illnesses, and bunch of benefits, whether domestic, outside of the country, are very, very important parameters for you to look at it. And another important criteria is to look at it saying, what's the continuity benefit you're going to continue to get in terms of bonuses, in terms of loyalty, rewards, so on and so forth, so that you are able to beat the inflation on the sum insured you're buying, because your sum insured will continue to grow over a period of time, which we give in our products called loyalty benefit. This means that every year, whether you claim or not claim, unlike the popular perception we give you the guaranteed sum insured every year on your policy. So some of our product has those benefits to ensure that the sum insured you bought at the time of taking the decision, you will get the 10% increase in your sum insured every year.
How are millennials changing their approach towards health insurance? Are you seeing a lot of young people coming out and taking health insurance?
I think we're seeing a significant number of the younger population coming. While it is still...
Do they think differently from, say, your and my generation?
They think very differently. I think it's no longer about the age of whether I need to buy medical insurance or no. It's about what I need to buy. But the issue is where it fits it in his priority of personal finance, and that's a question we spoke in the early part of our conversation. But we are beginning to see the younger ones dying. We actually did a product called GoActive, which is essentially takes care of preventive wellness and obviously the medical insurance, all bundled under a single platform with a health coach, behavioral coach, OPD, out-of hospital coverage, because it's a very large component of India spends. People spend on their well-being, like 60% or so. So all of that is bundled into one. And then we said we'll give you a discount to the people who buy younger. So this means if you buy the policy before the age of 35, you get a significant pricing arbitrage versus your friend buying 1 year or 2 years later. And that arbitrage remains with you for the rest of your life. So I think some of those benefits, and I'm seeing under that product, 80%, 86% of the people who are buying are below the age of 35, because we actually created a product to target the millennials and to get them to see the benefits of buying early. We are seeing a very good traction on some of those products.
So if millennials are indeed buying more, as you said, are you also seeing the whole distribution space going through a disruption, more towards online, people preferring to buy online?
There's significant change happening there. I think if you look at the data points today, our own study suggests that over 46% of the population which buys insurance actually use the various web aggregators, various platforms.
45%.
45%. Various platforms to compare the products and to know about the benefits of the product. And some of them buy there. 13% of them actually buy online completely. And I think as we grow, that number is going to compound at a very different pace because India is becoming far more digital than what you and I thought it is. It's no longer about having an advisor or having a face-to-face conversation. People are far more comfortable in today's day and age to have.
And you said that in any case, in 3 minutes, you can get a policy.
You can get a policy in 2 to 3 minutes.
So I could go to a kiosk, I could go to an app, I could go to your website, I could go to an aggregator like Policy Bazaar.
You can go to Policy Bazaar, you can come to our website. Actually, you can walk into some of our places where we put Anytime Health machine for you to do your medical assessment and buy the medical insurance. You can walk into some of our partner banks and buy the insurance product then and there.
How's the industry doing, the health insurance industry? We keep hearing a lot of mergers and acquisitions being talked about. Again, it's a regulated industry, so tariffs are something that you work with. Overall, how's the industry doing?
The industry is growing at a rapid pace. Today, it's the fastest growing sub-segment. The health insurance is growing at about 21%, significantly faster than any other insurance segments. To what I said, it will be, in years to come, will be the highest sub-segment under the general non-life insurance sector. I think that growth will continue to happen on the following reasons. One, lack of penetration, high inflation, high unfortunate part of the high amount of lifestyle-related diseases in India. In this part of the subcontinent, we are the diabetic capital of the world, and so on and so forth will actually drive the growth of this. With that comes the slew of challenges. Does the infrastructure support it? And I think that's the important piece. The Ayushman Bharat created a large amount of awareness, and I think all of that will continue to drive growth of the industry. The mergers will happen, I think, or the acquisitions will happen. That's good for the industry because it will get the more growth capital what's required for an industry like this to grow. And I think so there are good times ahead of all of us. Yeah.
It's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.